Wraeclast Weekly, a show about past week's comings and goings in Path of Exile. Hello fellow exiles, today we'll cover news before and after the League launch, and look at the Leaguestart edition that should become more popular. Last week was a wild one. It started off with the Changed Ascendancy showcase, helping us plan the builds for the Leaguestart, I'm sure. There were many alterations as well as additions and reductions. Many nodes across many ascendancies saw filler stats removed to make the notable passive skills in the ascendancies more impactful. Some classes did, however, receive outright nerfs, which was expected, especially in the case of Assassin. Grinding Gear Games did clarify the ascendancy changes the following day, stating that their intention was to streamline many of the affected passive nodes, and didn't seem too taken aback by the community's reaction, writing the players will always find a way to make powerful builds. Now we move on to the patch notes. Because of how the announcement for Echoes of the Atlas was set up, a lot of the information in patch notes was shared previously with the Ascendancy changes and balance manifesto, so it came as no surprise that almost all alternate quality values for auras were slashed between 25 to 75%. Grinding Gear Games' reasoning for this being aura stackers acquire too much power through these alternate qualities, and that any alternate quality is better than default, but many members of community disagreed. As the more desirable alternate qualities were already the rarest, now there is very little reason to go after them, as the minuscule reward is just not worth it. Nevertheless, there were some good quality of life changes. For example, any League mechanic like Delve or Heist that have rewards containing maps now will drop them according to your atlas, and keeping in mind the favored maps as well. Moving on to launch day. It seemed to be going smooth enough at the beginning, and Grinding Gear Games reported all-time high peak player numbers on the first day, but that came with different challenges. On Saturday, Grinding Gear Games were swamped with reports of unstable servers manifesting as crashes and disconnects, and it had become completely unplayable for some. Even though several hotfixes were released, none of them really addressed the crash being reported. A post by Chris brought some clarity as to what exactly was happening. Due to how Path of Exile servers are set up, there are a limited amount of database servers and an arbitrarily large pool of game servers. Now combining that with the new peak of maximum players, and we get database servers getting overloaded. The fix for this sadly is not instant, and Grinding Gear Games promises to keep us in the loop. At the end of this crazy week with ups and downs, a new mystery box was presented. The Warlord mystery box with 38 new cosmetic effects. You know my hideout is missing a few more Weta pets, but I can wait till the promotion. In other news, let's look back at some of the Leaguestart's cosplays that should totally become a tradition for more players. Not only did Suit Size Small outdid himself as the Maven, but also DS Lily joined the cosplay party with a sick Maven of her own. And of course, who else if not Mathil to steer this crazy ship that is Echoes of the Atlas. That's it for last week's events. This was Mar, and this was Wraeclast Weekly.